If men can pull off great heists, why can't women too? I'm Kyle Peck, and this is Psyrex Productions. If you like my film reviews and videos, please like and subscribe to Psyrex Productions. Or you can follow me at my newest Facebook page, facebook.com/Psyrex Productions. Which brings me to the next big journey that has been planned since the beginning of this year. That's right, my next short, called Agony, is currently in film production. So make sure to keep yourself updated on the Facebook page for more details. After an 11-year hiatus of Steven Soderbergh's Ocean's trilogy, which starred George Clooney, Brad Pitt, and Matt Damon, it's time for director Gary Ross and actor Sandra Bullock to shine on a newer iteration. But can the sequel spin-off pull off its heist as well as its predecessors? Here's my review of the comedy heist film, Ocean's 8. Ocean's 8 is an action crime comedy, a sequel spin-off to the Ocean's trilogy, written and directed by Gary Ross, and starring actress Sandra Bullock as Debbie Ocean, a professional thief and sister to actor George Clooney's Danny Ocean, whom after being released from prison goes back into planning a revenge heist at New York City's yearly Met Gala by gathering an all-female crew. This new entry is more lighthearted and less suspenseful than its predecessors, where the stakes are unquestionably low and the film's flair flails by comparison. However, the smooth, slick sophistication that this all-female team brings are their first-world problems as they all hang out and prepare for the heist that gives their characters substance, and insightful confidence in acquiring the Toussaint, a $150 million Cartier necklace with style. Sandra Bullock drives this character-driven story with the agenda for personal vendetta against Richard Armitage as art dealer Claude Becker for putting her in jail in the first place. But she handles the process of gathering everything she needs and does for her plans with a cool and calculated demeanor. Cate Blanchett's Lou, Debbie's partner in crime, motorcycles her directness with a tomboyish daredevil persona and yet reluctant charm, while Anne Hathaway's Daphne Kluger, the manipulated airheaded actress and eventual eighth thief for the post-heist, takes advantage of her dim-witted situation to join in on the fun, glamour, and possible friendships. Mindy Kaling as Amita, Sarah Paulson as Tammy, Awkwafina as Constance, Helena Bonham Carter as Rose Wheel, and Rihanna as Nineball rounds out the crew, each with a specific set of tools and personality quirks that have their own control to journey, challenge, overcome, and take what they want, as they make the impossible look easy. Aside from its main cast, James Corden briefly portrays insurance fraud investigator John Fraser, who is basically lured to catching Becker with planted evidence, and Elliot Gould and Shabo Kin reprise their roles from the previous films as Ruben Tishkoff and the Amazing Yen, respectively, whom are almost unrecognizable variables at first, but eventually become unexpected cameo surprises. Lastly, writer and director Gary Ross manages to transform some new appeal in this newer iteration by gathering roles that don't typically affiliate with themselves as a heist crew, but they work together to acknowledge their faults and hopes while manipulating the modern world of fashion and celebrity culture. In the end, while Ocean's 8 may not be as riveting when aligning between the plot and gimmicks of the original Ocean's trilogy, it is a fun and more focused film that steals the spotlight, but this time with the perpetrators being easier on the eyes. I give Ocean's 8 6.5 out of 10 stars. I'm Kyle Peck, and double check your belongings because you never know what might... Oh, ha, guys, very funny. Okay, one of you has my phone. Come on. Where is it? Where's my phone?